Fathers have naming rights. So life can call you whatever it wants, but only your Father, who is in heaven, has the right. Let's do a few right now. Say, I am the righteousness of God. I am a dearly loved child of the Most High God. Oh, it feels good. Say a few more. I am more than a conqueror through him who loved me. Touch somebody next to you and say, did you even know who you were sitting next to? This is amazing. God must really like you. Jacob said, call him Benjamin. Benjamin. Y'all are shouting and you don't even know what Benjamin means yet. Benjamin means son of my right hand. I'm not going to name this situation according to what I feel, or what I think, or what the enemy is telling me, because right now, I'm in a place that I feel like a failure. But what if this failure is really a foundation for something greater that God wants to build that I don't even know about yet? What if the reason that he broke up with you is because there is an upgrade available that you don't know about yet? I need some single ladies to shout over the Word of God. The sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory that shall be revealed. And God has given Jesus the name that is above every name. So whatever this situation is called, it used to be lust, but I'm going to call it better. This is a blessing. And we're too quick to label stuff according to what we feel, you know. This is a burden and this is a blessing. What if the hard thing? What if this is exactly where God wanted you to be? What if God is smarter than you? Wouldn't that be weird if the God who knows everything knew more than you do? What if it turned out that even lust was on his itinerary for you? See, because we look for God in the spectacular. We look for God in the destination. But God is the God of the detour. We look for God when the dream is fulfilled. He's the God of my disappointments. He's the God of Israel. And he's the God of Jacob. Jacob was so excited, man. He was so excited. When he got up, he anointed the thing. He said, this is the gate. This is how God's glory is going to be released in my life. This rock that was my pillow is now a pillar. He put some oil on it and he commemorated. This is the place. You know, I wouldn't have chosen to go through it, but I wouldn't change it because God showed me something through that I couldn't have seen there. If you like this story, you're going to love the sequel. Because one time in Mark chapter 4, Jesus was sleeping through something that he shouldn't have been sleeping through. The Bible says in Mark 4:35 that when evening came, he said to his disciples, let us go over to the other side. Leaving the crowd behind, they took him along just as he was in the boat. And there were also other boats with him. A furious squall, big storm, scary storm, life-threatening storm, overwhelming storm. Maybe this is your emotions right now. Maybe this is your anxiety right now. Maybe this is your nervousness about the situation you're in. A furious squall came up. It might not be physical, it might be emotional in your life. But a storm came up and the waves broke over the boat so that it was nearly swallowed. Now look at Jesus, verse 38. Go to verse 38. Jesus was in the stern, sleeping. sleeping on a cushion. And the disciples woke him. Said, what's wrong with you? You don't care about us? Don't you care if we drown? Do something. And just to shut him up so he could get back into his REM cycle, he got up, rebuked the wind, said to the winds, quiet, be still. Then the wind died down. It was completely calm. Go back to verse 38. That's the verse. He was sleeping through a storm. And they wanted to know, how can you sleep through a storm? Why would you sleep through a storm? Don't you care? But see, Jesus had an advantage over the disciples, and here's what I came all the way to Singapore to get you to see today, is that Jesus knew what was in Mark chapter 5. Come on. The disciples didn't even know there was going to be a Mark chapter 5. It's kind of hard to sleep in Mark 4 when you hadn't seen Mark 5. But high five the person next to you and say, I read the 5th chapter. I read the 5th chapter. And what they should have remembered, and what I came to remind you of, is what Jesus said in the 35th verse. Person in the back, put verse 35 back on the screen. Because this is how Jesus could lay his head on a pillow in the middle of a storm, in the stern of the boat, with the waves breaking over the sides. Jesus said, let's go to the other side. And when he said, let's go to the other side, the fact that he told them to get in the boat was the assurance that they couldn't die in the storm. So, some people are wondering, how can you worship God when you're going through so much hell? And it's because if he told me to get in the boat, I'm going to end up on the other side. So I might as well praise him in the middle. I wonder if anybody be willing to take 15 seconds and praise God when I keep dying in this storm. Come on, Expo. Come on, Star. Come on, every location. Come on and praise him. The presence of the Lord stands forever. The fact that he told me to get in and go is the assurance that I can't die here. I'm not there yet. But he who began a good work in me, I found out one thing about God. If he starts the fight, he'll finish it. I thought about calling this message Pillow Fight. In Mark chapter 5, there was a man who Jesus was to set free and send into a region where the gospel had not yet been. And that man was so important to the purpose of Jesus that he was willing to go through a storm to get to him on the other side. You cannot die in this storm. You have an assignment on the other side. So if God gave you a promise, if he gave you a calling, let me show you what you need to do. If all the promises of God are yes and amen, what good is the promise if you don't lay your head on it? So, if he spoke it, you will save your strength. Get some sleep in this storm, because you're going to need it on the other side. That's why he didn't say anything while he was on the cross. You understand, he was saving his strength for Sunday. I don't have to fight this battle. I've got an assignment on the other side. And And the enemy has been really loud in some of your ears telling you God doesn't care about you. He's sleeping. He's sleeping. Promises of God. When you really understand that what he has spoken over your life has no choice but to come to pass, you can lay your hand on it. Father, I thank you for the word that you spoke to us today. I thank you for your words that are spirit and they are life. I thank you that we get to partake of them. I want to pray for your sons and daughters today.